Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Khoirul Ridwansyah. I was born in Bengkulu, 23 December 2001. I live in Jalan Timur Indah 4. I am 19 years old. I study at the University of Bengkulu, Faculty of Engineering, Electrical Engineering Study Program. I have 3 hobbies. I like play games, play badminton, play basketball. I took basketball extracurricular activity. There I learned about teamwork and discipline. I will explain basketball theories. Basketball is a sport in group of 2, a team of 5 people who compete with each other score point by placing the ball in the opponent basket. Basketball is very subtle to watch because it is usually played in a closed sport room and only requires a relative small field. There are 3 main positions in playing basketball, namely 1. Forward, a player whose main task is to score points by putting the ball into the opponent basket. 2. Defense, a player whose main task is to protect opposing player so that opposing player have difficult entering the ball. 3. Playmaker, the player who becomes the key figure in the game by managing the flow of the ball and the strategy played by his teammates. The basic technique of playing basketball is increasingly developing over time. Here are some basic basketball game technique. Dribble technique. In basketball games, the dribble technique is called dribble. This technique aims to bring the ball away from the opponent or pass it to a teammate close to the opponent's ring. The difference in dribbling technique in basketball and score game lies in the way the player dribble the ball. Dribble in basketball is done by bouncing the ball off the floor using your hand. There are 2 types of dribble in basketball. The first, high dribble. Technique of dribble the ball quickly to enter the opponent's defense. High dribble is done by running or walking fast when the player holding the ball is far from the opposing player. Low dribble. Low dribble techniques are applied to defend the ball from opponent's attack. This technique is used when a player is face to face with an opponent and want to fill the gap when the opponent is off guard. Passing technique. The technique of biting is in principle carried out to direct the ball to teammates. This technique can be done by throwing the ball at a teammate after dribble the ball with one or two hands. There are 6 types of passes that are often found in basketball. Number 1. Overhead passing. This technique is done by throwing the ball over the head. Number 2. Chest pass. The technique of biting is by throwing the ball in front of the chest using 2 hands. Number 3. Baseball pass. A throwing technique similar to the motion of throwing a ball in baseball. Number 4. Bounce pass. The technique of bouncing the ball down so that it is accepted by teammates, which is used to avoid the opponent's obstacle. Number 5. Hook pass. A technique that is done with one hand, with the position folded over the shoulder. This technique is used to damage the opposition defense. Number 6. Underpass. The technique of feeding from the wide. Shooting technique. Shooting technique is a basic technique that must be mastered by player to get point. Rebound technique. Rebound is a technique for taking ball the foul to enter the ring. There are 2 types of the rebounds, namely offensive and defensive rebound. Offensive rebound. It is a throw that fails to enter, then is put back into the ring by a teammate, and if it is successfully entered, the team gets 2 points. Defensive rebound is a technique to seize the ball that the opponent failed to enter so that there is not more effort to enter the ball into the ring. Pivot technique. Pivot technique is used to find on the opponent. To do this, the player moves the body by resting on one foot and both hands to keep the ball from the opponent's attack. Basketball game rules. Basketball game rules. The basic rule for basketball games are as follows. 1. Player can throw the ball from any direction using one or both hands. 2. Player may not run while holding the ball. The ball must be thrown at the point the player receives the ball. 3. The ball must be held in between the palms. 4. If the player makes a mistake 3 times in a row, the mistake will be counted as point for the opponent. 5. Points are earned if the ball is thrown into the basket. 6. The game time is 4 quarters of 10 minutes each. 7. The team that managed to enter the ball into the ring with the highest number of points is declared the winner. Well, that's all I can explain about basketball theories. I hope this is useful for you. And Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.